Hi everybody, it's Awesome Go Crazy, Joshua Ingalls, and I'm going to be doing an antique review for you today. Now, right here, I have the M1 helmet. The M1 helmet was used primarily from World War II until 1985. It was an incredibly popular helmet and remained as, honestly, one of the most recognizable helmets of just about any army, except for the German helmets of World Wars I and II. Now, what's interesting about the M1 helmet is it comes not as just one full helmet, but as two. And I'll show you right here. The M1 helmet has a steel outer shell with a rough textured finish. And then it also has the regular plastic or fiber liner encased in resin. Now inside the liner is the whole strapping mechanism. Now some of you may get upset saying this isn't full out authentic. That's because it isn't. Now these more tan straps here are authentic. Those are from World War II, but these greener straps over here and this orange leather strap around here, those are not authentic. Those are more reproduction, or at least more recent M1 helmet liner pieces. Now, the company that made this helmet liner was actually Westinghouse. And Westinghouse was not actually the only person to, produce helmet liners like this. Many other companies very similar to Westinghouse made this, but also some car manufacturers such as General Motors and also Firestone Tire and Rubber made this as well. Now, some of you may also ask, how protective was the M1 helmet? And to be honest, it was fairly protective, but yet it wasn't. So you may ask exactly, what do you mean by protective but not protective? This thing is protective at what it was what it was designed to protect the wearer from. It was designed to protect the wearer from shrapnel, such as from grenades, mortars, bombs, things like that. If shrapnel or debris went flying through the air, this helmet would protect the wearer from that. However, it was not bulletproof. You can actually find many helmets online that people are selling that actually have bullet holes straight through them. So, in other words, they were not very protective, unless maybe it was like small ammunition from a crazy distance away. Now, one interesting thing also about the helmet is its wide use. This helmet has seen use from many different countries. It's seen use from, starting off with America, of course, also being used by Canada, Iran. It's been used by Israel, West Germany during the Cold War, Brazil, and even the Philippines. So it's been used even more than just that. It's been used just about everywhere. Also, these helmets were actually rather personal. Many soldiers would write their names on the inside of the helmets or even on the outside, their rank, and a few very artistic soldiers would even write or paint whole scenes on the outside of their helmet to make it very artistic. Such examples are called trench art. This is just one of my two shells, but on the inside of the shell, I don't think you can see it here, on the inside is written such things as RLP, Downs, and Sergeant McGuffey. So that shows that a few different people likely used this shell, which was pretty typical as the helmets were typically given in at the end of the war, or when a soldier would go home. They would only have their tilted hat and their uniform. They wouldn't have quite as much stuff to bring home typically. Now some did, but not all of them. Also, this helmet right here has some battle damage on the outside. You can see it probably fell, maybe got hit by shrapnel. I do not know for sure, but I do know that this definitely has some battle damage to it. Alright, now, what do they cost? M1 helmets, this depends, as with just about any piece of military history. Now, typically, if it's just a stock helmet, typical off-the-shelf, you can find it anywhere, type of M1 helmet is going to be, at least from World War II, about $200 or so, sometimes less. I'm going to say typically between $100 to $300 range. is about what you're expecting for a regular M1 helmet and liner for World War II. Now, if it has some personalization, then it's going to get a little bit more pricey. And especially if it's by a manufacturer that didn't make a lot of helmet liners, or there's not many from that manufacturer, it's also going to jack up the price. When it's been personalized or it's by a fairly rare producer, it's going to be closer to $500 to $600. Then you're getting up there. But you really start getting up there when it's been heavily personalized, or it's actually been in a really popular battle and this is traceable. When it gets up to there, it's going to be in the thousands of dollars. However, these are more desirable. You want something with history behind it. It's the personal bits of all of this that really allows the collector to connect with the user of that piece. So, while helmets that are more personalized are more expensive, they are more desirable due to the fact that they were in some major battle, or because the wearer of that helmet actually, took some time and personalized it. Thank you guys for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that like button down below. Also share, subscribe, and also comment down below. Tell me what you guys want to see next. Do you want to see more antiquing videos like this? Do you want to see different types of antiques? Also, I'm going to be doing some gaming videos coming up, and hopefully a couple of reaction videos. I do not know exactly when those are going to be coming up, but definitely keep your eye out for them. Until then, I'm Joshua Ingalls, or Awesome Go Crazy. Have an awesome day.